I grew up until the second grade in Houston, Texas. I went to middle school in Brazil, and I graduated high school in Brussels, Belgium, but I'm originally from Japan. Hi, my name is Kotoha. I'm a senior here at Tulane University, doing a dual degree in math and international relations, pursuing a double minor in Chinese and strategy, leadership, and analytics. Next year, I will be going into management consulting back in Houston, Texas. I think one of the biggest things about Tulane that has been a really big selling point for me is the fact that it's really academically flexible. You can really do whatever you want. I'm currently pursuing 2 degrees in a Bachelor of Sciences and a Bachelor of Arts, but I'm going into business. So I think that's just something that you can't really get anywhere else in your college experience. The academic side of Tulane, I'd say, is definitely rigorous. I've definitely spent a good amount of time in the library. I found a lot of support through, my professors. My peers have also been a really great support system. We've made a lot of group chats. So it's been a really supportive community. I'd say Tulane is still competitive, but everybody wants to make sure that they raise each other up. And I would say the environment here at Tulane is just really welcoming, a lot of fun, very social, and everybody wants to help each other out. Tulane's campus is small enough to, know at least 1 or 2 people in a given class, but also big enough to meet somebody new every day. Because a lot of people are ultimately from out of state, everybody doesn't know anybody. And as a result, everybody wants to make friends really quickly. Every single freshman dorm has a very social atmosphere, again, because everybody wants to meet everybody, but also just because of the general structure of the dorms. You just end up meeting a lot of the people you live next to. When I first moved into Tulane as a freshman, my parents were actually still in Asia. I decided to spend a lot of my Thanksgiving breaks, spring breaks, just with my friends here. I've been invited to many Thanksgiving dinners, so it's been really great to just, be a part of an American family for that week or so and just experience what Thanksgiving's supposed to look like here in the US. So it's definitely been a very culturally immersive experience for me as well. One of the main resources that I use here on campus is definitely the Office for International Students and Scholars, also known as OISS. They are definitely the place to go to if you have any questions regarding your visa status or, if you can study abroad with your visa status, anything about life in America. So getting your driver's license, opening up a checking account, etc. You can always rely on that office. I've gone there on multiple occasions, just to ask for a visa signature and stuff like that. Within the student body, we have something called the International Student Advisory Board. One of the things that we did last semester was a career workshop here in the United States. We understand that, pursuing a career in the U.S. is going to be different from wherever you're from. Networking is definitely a big aspect in the U.S., and that might just not be the case for, at least in Japan, it's definitely not the case. When I'm not doing schoolwork, I'm having a great time exploring New Orleans. I'm a person that really enjoys the summer more than I enjoy the winter, so that definitely helped me. It is a little shocking when you start realizing that you're wearing, shorts, sandals in March up until November maybe sometimes. New Orleans, as well as Louisiana as a whole, is just such a different experience. It's obviously native population as well of Creole and Cajun and stuff like that. But even beyond that, the historical aspects of, the Spanish colony, the French colony at one point, and then, I didn't know that New Orleans had a really big Vietnamese population until I really started coming here and seeing what it truly is. I would say the biggest part where you can really see all of that happening is the street names, as well as the cuisine that you can find here in New Orleans. I would definitely recommend everybody to try as many restaurants as they possibly can here. And I've been able to experience the true local culture here at New Orleans beyond the Mardi Gras, beyond the razzle-dazzle of the French Quarter. I've become really great friends with a lot of Vietnamese New Orleanians in them. And it's just been such an experience just to see what New Orleans is like from their side. I was able to find, my people and my place here during those 4 years. So that was definitely something that I really treasure as a senior now today.